Hi guys, it is Anna here with the Dance of Evolving. I am checking in. It has been a really long time. I hope everyone had a great holidays, and I am entering 2023 with the most authenticity that I have ever had. So if you are here and with radical acceptance, accepting where you are and being willing to move forward, well, then we are on the same path. And I'm going to be documenting a lot of what that means. And so it will probably be different than even what I have been posting in the past. I am learning that as much as, I'm called to serve, my service comes from being in alignment, true alignment with myself. And that is a true radical acceptance of when I step in ever so slightly to the spirit version of myself in God's strength. And also it's acceptance of all of the previous versions of myself that I struggle to accept and hold. It is such a gift to be able to transcend layer by layer from all the stories, limiting beliefs, and versions of your ego that you have taken on throughout life. It's also uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Real talk, right now I am so physically exhausted, and I'm sure many of you guys are. It's a lot easier to distract yourself by being busy or by finding validation or comfort by the attention of someone else, or giving yourself to someone else in the sense of a lack of self-awareness, but yet constantly serving and giving your attention, watering everyone else's garden in order to feel whole, but yet still feeling that lack within. I know all of these feelings. And then in doing so, it's like your body is screaming and your mind is screaming to you in this lack of alignment to your soul to just become in unison, in harmony with each other. And to be able to listen to a love higher than you, to be able to provide insight and guidance day by day. It's not an easy thing. What has been easy for me in the past, but yet has been a familiar prison. And I don't know, I feel like many people can relate if they get real, is throwing themselves into their work or relationships. And honestly, whoever's ready to hear this will hear this. And whoever's not, it's okay. Because we are all wherever we're supposed to be right now. And so many times when I have chose to not look within, it has further postponed my healing, true healing. And I'm still thankful for all of that because it's been part of my journey. So I want to kind of focus on this radical self-acceptance and what that actually means, because I'm in it now and learning it, and I have not completely figured it out. I can probably view like 15 to 20 versions of me in my lifetime that I can go back to and hold and accept and move through. Whether it be the Anna that overgives herself to feel worthy of being in a friendship or relationship, or feels wanted and loved. Or it be the Anna that spends way too much money because she feels discontent in her life. Or the Anna that overplans to try to feel in control. Or, I mean, the teacher Anna who spends her entire summers obsessively, and spending all the money that I make instead of saving to find my worth in being a good teacher. All of it's fine. But none of these versions define me. Being able to step outside of your actions and your behaviors, no matter how bad you think they were in the past. And to be able to study your own patterns. First of all, this requires shifting your focus from everyone else and what they're doing to you, and just in general. Because it's so easy to point the finger and to even worry about fixing other people to feel better than to look within. But I have actually come to realize, and in painful ways that I am thankful for, that it is not my job to fix anyone. It is my job, and it is a beautiful job, because it's my purpose to step into alignment more and more each day and live the purpose that a higher calling has given me, that God's given me. And when I do that, I have everything I need within me in this higher love, in God's strength. And I don't have to understand it all. But as I do this, then my purpose is fulfilled in that moment, each and every day, moment by moment. It's not like I need to go find my next calling or fix these people in my life or weed out who doesn't belong or call in my tribe. First of all, I got a whole tribe that I'm actually accepting right now, all the former versions of me whom I haven't even accepted. Because if I don't accept these former versions of me and where I have come from to my realization of today, I can't transcend these patterns and these behaviors and these thought processes. Because I can think about this stuff, but to be able to move through these is to truly, with radical acceptance, accept every single turn that I have made in this life. And know that every single turn has been part of my blueprint to help me move in a living prayer, a moving prayer. And every day I can get closer to this. And where I am right now is more than okay. Even if it's not exactly where I want to be. The thing about this that makes this beautiful is that this week I have had some hard times. And if you have, know that it's okay. I'm talking so much pain in my body, and I know it's because I have not been tending to myself. I feel like I'm crumbling. Yes, there's things to celebrate. I have healed in many different ways. But when my muscles are hurting so terribly bad, and I'm sitting here speaking of alignment, and I want to move in my life to be able to help others stay in alignment, this is a higher power showing me how to live this way as a moving prayer. And, I've been really studying about the chakras, and it's things that to be able to move through everything in a state of being is more than just learning and speaking about this stuff. I'm learning that my root and sacral chakra are like the darkest laboratories that I have not tended to. What does it feel like to really feel safe? When I'm crumbling physically and I am broken in my heart space, and I am realizing that I am not a victim, but that I am learning what it really means to love and be loved, and that this can be within me, but I just want to feel held. And I'm even able to move back to when I was a child at this feeling in this cycle, and that it's all okay that I feel this way. That is my root, and that is connected to what my body feels, the way my mind moves, any fogginess in my brain, how passionate I can be in life and creative. And then moving into that these are not my identities. The energy flowing through my body and the magnetic field around my body, it's also connected. And I can sit and speak about these things. But until I truly shine the most uncomfortable lights on the darkest laboratories of myself, and the way that I want to be held externally by things and people, or distracted by things and people, I can walk through all of these different times in my life and my spirit self, and I can't wait to feel this higher version of myself and God's strength more and more each day. And I invite these uncomfortable times in, because the insight that I'm given layer by layer, as much as higher power knows that I can handle this, then I can tend to the tribe that I actually already have going on here. All these previous stories and former versions of myself. I've been considering and talk about death to ego, an ego versus higher self. It's an integration of the ego. It's the codependent Anna. It is the materialistic Anna. It is the manipulative Anna. It is the loving Anna. It is the innocent Anna. It's all of the versions of me, and also within my ego, and the integration of knowing that I have an ego, and that you can be in the world and not of it. And you can step back into certain versions of you and recognize any patterns and hold that version of you, but know that you've moved past it. So I'm going to be moving through a lot of things that help me really, with grace and love, understand more in depth about my root chakra and what it really means to feel safe and at home in my own body, and practices that help me with this. And I will be posting a lot having to do with that. So it's not going to just be random stuff over this month. I think a way to really start for me, and this is just going to be my journey going through it. And so today the focus is really radical acceptance. And what does that mean? And radical acceptance, it doesn't have to be of other people and what they've done to you. And if you've already experienced this, you already know this. But a little hint if you haven't yet, if you're judging other people, and I'm speaking from experience, I know this. If you're judging other people, it is a lovely reminder that you're still judging a version of yourself. It's true. And yet we have the love and the power from above and the kindness and the gentleness and the space within our spirit selves to tend to whatever version of ourself that we have not yet accepted. And when we quiet our mind long enough to hold this version of ourselves, and it's okay where we are at that moment, and if we're struggling through whatever we have gone through that we have not yet faced and walked through, we're going to start accepting anyone else where they are. You know, I was listening to chapter 2 of Mastery of Love. I had the Audible version playing this morning while I was making breakfast, and you know, they were saying that like if you have this lens and like say you walk out and a person screams like right away, like say you're walking your dogs, you're an idiot. Well, you look at them and you know, well, that's not really about you. We are like a mental hospital with wounds that are inward. And when we look at actions and patterns and behaviors, they don't have to be excused, but they are cries for help for wounds. We don't need to fix everyone's cries for help, but we can view them in loving kindness. And to be quite honest, if I walk out the door and walk the dogs and someone screams that I'm an idiot because I maybe stepped in front of them or something, well, it's not about me. I'm the first person who they encountered and they're hurting. And so what is my purpose in that moment? How do I respond in that moment where I'm still standing in my truth and aligned? Because if I stay in alignment with myself and I'm learning more and more what it means for me to walk in spirit and tend to all these previous versions and stories and limiting beliefs that I have of myself and build the real truth and learn what that means each day, it doesn't matter what's going on around me. They don't happen to me. It all happens for me, and I continue in the curriculum of life to grow stronger in my spirit self from a higher power. And that is a fulfilled life. So let's work toward radical acceptance. I will be working in this and documenting just by posting what I'm going through. This will be focused on the root chakra this month. And I struggle some days, guys, like struggle. Like on the floor crying, body aches, struggling, but just me getting on here and speaking this truth, a lot of the pains that I had in my body have diminished just from speaking right now. And I know that I am not the only one who is going through this stuff. And we're all going through things. So I could sit here and tell you specifics of what I'm going through, but it doesn't matter because we're all going through things. But are we moving through them or are we suppressing them? And are we supporting each other in a way that keeps us aligned and doesn't deplete us? So I'm here for you guys. In whatever way keeps me aligned and keeps you aligned. I am here for you. I hope this was helpful. Check back if this serves you for any root chakra alignment content. And as I discover it and live it, I will be posting it. I'm sending a love higher than just me, a love that is higher than all of us, out to you. And may the light within me and within you continue to shine. And may we feel this light and this joy. And may we remember why we open our eyes each day and just feel that purpose. All right, guys, happy New Year. And I look forward to growing and giving with each of you. All right.